Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mark 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 57. 57's right. I'm on the
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? You know when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 54.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down, Darnold going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This one caught by Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Now Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He completes it to Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, the best game of quarterback Andy Dalton's career arguably came against these Jets. He threw 5 touchdown passes and a 49-9 shellacking of Gang Green back in 2013. Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Andy Dalton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
368.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
So we got man.
Another chance for Dalton. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. What are we going to do? Put a man.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's coming. We got double up. Begin.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Slam. Here we go. We're good.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
368. You draw Corker. Hey, high 7.
Dalton now to pass. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Bullock's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, ladies. Use the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
57. Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike spot 4.
2 by 2. Move. Check out. Here you go. Can.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the pass complete to Enunwa. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Back at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
59 Mark.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but now it's third and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Darnold on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
57's mine.
I'm going from back.
2 by 2.
I'm going.
Move.
Joker.
Throwing on second and 8. Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Dalton. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now it's Crowder. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Mark 57.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Jim. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Check 43.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check out. Switch.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Open man is lost, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike 57.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 6 guys.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Darnold. A screen to Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. A first down throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Henry Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Crowder now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike's 59.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Darnold on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even attacked.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check.
On 4th down, Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Guys, up. 368. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
SOS.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA